Craig. Senator Deacon, good morning, and thank you for being with us today. You need no introduction.
Glad to be here, Mahi. Thank you.
I was about to say that you need no introduction in Canada, but perhaps for our international audience, please allow me to say a few words about you and your relentless efforts to promote innovation, competition, competitiveness, and open banking. Competition matters is one of your credos. You represent, since June 2018, the province of Nova Scotia to the Senate of Canada. And prior to that, you've been a tech entrepreneur, someone used to making things happen. To many, it comes as no surprise that you are determined to giving that sector a voice in the Senate, where you've been a strong advocate for entrepreneurs, harnessing the digital economy, updating Canada's privacy legislation, ensuring global competitiveness of Canadian firms, and promoting Canadian leadership on climate change. As a member of the Senate Committee on Banking, Trade, and Commerce, you've been quoted saying that the Banking Committee's study on open banking is the legislative piece of work you are most proud to have participated in. We'll start there. Why? Why is that? Please tell us more.
Thanks, Mahi, and it's great to be speaking with you as such a global expert in this area. I'm a champion, you're an expert, and so it's a delight for me. Why was I proud of that? Because of how we all listened and learned through the process of studying open banking. The Senate of Canada is not full of those who are technology natives. We're all technology immigrants. It came during our lifetime. And so the fact that this significant change with an unusual title, open banking, it doesn't give a sense of security and stability. The fact that by the end of the study, every single one of the senators on the committee said, we need the word urgent on every page. That to me said robust debate, regardless of party affiliations, regardless of somebody's independent or not, robust debate that is looking at the facts can really help move important issues through Parliament. And so for that reason, I was very proud of my colleagues, very proud of the work we did, and honored that they asked me to start to really speak to the report at every opportunity that I got, which I gladly did.
Senator, close observers of the Canadian political environment have reported that no leadership candidate in the Conservative Party was talking about open banking at the last federal election last year. Why is that Canadian politicians do not speak much about open banking, and what sort of perhaps political risks are there to open banking given how sensitive that file might be?
I think one of the challenges is that there has been a lack of appreciation of how open banking improves the lives of average Canadians. Last week, I saw Craig Asano at the Elevate conference in Toronto, where I was honored to be speaking, moderating a panel of great speakers and experts on how our credit score system is being updated thanks to open banking, and how those who have not had access to credit, and devout Muslim Canadians who cannot receive or pay interest couldn't get a mortgage for religious reasons. Yet we've got a great organization in this country called Manzo Bank that has found a way to deal with the religious constraints, the regulatory constraints, and the legal constraints to put in place a mechanism for those individuals to start to get a mortgage and buy homes, not be stuck in renting their entire lives. So there's tremendous initiatives underway that affect the lives of normal Canadians, thanks to open banking. But I don't think that those initiatives are well understood by the average parliamentarian. And once they start to see how this improves the lives of particularly of marginalized and racialized members of their communities, for small businesses within their communities, they start to get excited. But it's an education process because they simply haven't seen anything than our traditional banking system. And our banks, on average, are 25 years older than our country. So they're kind of ingrained into our culture. And certainly they're very good at lobbying, at maintaining the status quo as well.
Senator, hands down, you are one of Canada's greatest open banking advocates. We've touched upon that in the introduction. What was the impetus for taking this role, and perhaps what is your involvement as we speak?
The impetus for me was that it gave me a place where I could bring my past, my experience, and bring that into the Senate in this new job, because this is a very different job than being a technology entrepreneur. And you could find a problem in the morning, test a prototype solution in the afternoon, and roll it out the next day. It's that's how we dealt with things. Where often in government you're looking at a solution and it's never often not very clear what the problem is that's trying to be solved, and it's a long-term debate, long-time process. So for me, the biggest challenge in moving this ahead has been just in terms of keeping it on the agenda and seeing where it interacts with other folks. Small business, entrepreneurship, so important right now to our economy. The banking system is the foundation of our economy. How it supports individuals to pursue their dreams and to live an effective and cost-efficient life, or a business to be functioning effectively and cost efficiently, depends on our banking system. So it's got to be able to be globally competitive, and it's not. It's more expensive, and it's less inclusive. And yes, people have access to bank. There's very few unbanked Canadians. But the reality is, are they fully banked? Are they banked in a way that enables them to really move ahead in the most efficient way? No. Too many aren't.